Welcome to today's episode of Heard and Seen Around. I am Rajesh Karipurath. This is my take on macroeconomic and geoeconomic data points, which I find interesting. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed curating it. Cheers.
Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. The problem with the future is that it keeps turning into the present. I always arrive late at the office, but I make up for it by leaving early. Many people quit looking for work when they find a job. Unknown. Executive ability is deciding quickly and getting somebody else to do the work. Earl Nightingale.
Zoom out, and the AI story isn't just about models, it's about control. A handful of firms now operate across the entire stack. Chips, cloud, data tools, foundation models, and applications. Scope plus scale equals dominance. Most are clustered in the US, China, Taiwan, Korea, and the Netherlands. The leaders span multiple layers, compounding advantages in cost, data access, and capital. Not surprisingly, they also command a rising share of global market value. That concentration boosts innovation, but it also tightens choke points. 10 years and an entirely different leaderboard. In 2016, the top 5 were diversified giants, software, retail, telecom, and conglomerates. Fortunes range between $45 billion to $75 billion. Fast forward to 2026, it's overwhelmingly tech. Platforms, search, EVs, space, social media. And the scale? Elon Musk himself worth north of $800 billion. The others about $220 billion. Wealth did not just grow, it concentrated. The shift reflects one theme. Digital networks scale faster than physical assets ever could. Capital now rewards code, data, and ecosystems more than factories and storefronts. The rupee's real effective exchange rate is now more than 3 standard deviations below its 10-year average. That's statistical extreme, last seen during the 2013 taper tantrum. Back then, India had a bloated current account deficit and a fragile external setup. Today, macro buffers look stronger, yet the currency screams cheap on multiple matrices. A REER this depressed usually signals either stress or opportunity. Exports gain competitiveness, imports become costlier, and capital flows become the swing factor. Currencies rarely stay at extremes for long. A footnote, I am not quite a REER fan for multiple reasons, but this idea sort of resonates with me. Mumbai's civic body just unveiled an 80,953 crore budget, up nearly 9%, and 42% of capex is going into 4 mega infra projects: Coastal Road, Goregaon-Mulund Link Road, sewage treatment, and water supply. On paper, that's congestion relief, cleaner water, and better drainage, and maybe fewer monsoon memes. But here's the real question. Execution. Big budgets don't guarantee better cities. Timelines, cost control, and coordination do. Bombay isn't short on money, it's short on frictionless delivery. The last 2 times I drove out of town from Bombay on a Saturday early morning, it took me 2.5 hours to do 25 kilometers just to get out of the city. Yes, and here's the nuance. Earlier headlines zoomed in on online retail hitting roughly $280 to $300 billion by 2030. This BCG piece widens the lens to the entire e-commerce ecosystem, retail plus e-services. Retail is the headline grabber, but services, travel, food, delivery, financial services, digital subscriptions are scaling just as fast. By 2030, e-retail could reach $170 to $180 billion, while e-services may add another $120 to $130 billion. Total consumer spend itself isn't expanding sharply. So this isn't just online taking share, it's the pie getting slightly bigger. The real driver, smaller cities, middle income households, and faster logistics. India is no longer dabbling in renewables, it's scaling them. Installed capacity is projected to jump from roughly 475 gigawatts to 705 gigawatts by FY30. Solar costs have fallen by over 60% since FY16, wind down more than 20%. That's not climate charity, that's cost competitiveness. Renewables could supply nearly 30% of generation by 2030, up from 14%. Thermal's dominance is slowly eroding. India is now the world's 3rd largest renewables market, adding 35 gigawatts in a single year. When costs fall and scale rises, transitions accelerate.